Fear, past, future, and right now. Fear. It's something you need to handle, one way or another. So don't ignore that fear that you feel. Fear, well, it continues to become more and more disruptive when you don't handle it. And yet, fear, you'll find, tends to dissipate while you're taking action. Handling fear might mean you have to accept your situation and move on. Or it might mean coming up with a strategy. Let's look at the three fears. One is fear that's strictly about the past. That's the kind of fear that's most likely to require acceptance. After all, you can't go back in time. Nothing you can do now or in the future will change your past. To achieve acceptance, you might need to remind yourself that what you fear is over now. Whatever you fear, when it's strictly about the past, is dead and gone. You might need to reassure yourself that you are safe right now in the present moment. Doing something that takes care of you right now, in some way, is a useful path. For example, cleaning your home or doing exercise can change your focus. Find something that works for you. And find a number of things so that you have options to choose from. Another type of fear is fear that's strictly about your future. That might require coming up with a plan. The future isn't here yet. That's why planning is possible to help you deal with your fear. So make a plan. Come up with a strategy for handling whatever it is that you fear, because knowing what you're going to do can help you handle your fear. Deciding to begin with something small gives you the ability to really choose to take action. Then, as you begin to act, that tiny action that you're taking can push back fear. In the beginning, just while you're doing that action, but over time, it'll enable you to push back fear more generally. And the third timing in terms of fear right now, about what's happening in the here and now. Well, that kind of fear is often actionable. So look around. Pay attention to your actual situation. Take note of how your fear is related to actions you might be able to choose. Consider the options you have and how those options might reduce your fear. Quite often, you can take some kind of action right now when your fear is about the present moment. Taking action might mean accepting that there's nothing you can do. That acceptance is an action. Or taking action might have you noticing the possibility of doing this and doing that. If so, look for small, specific action steps that are possible for you to do right now. Then do them. So when you're feeling fear, don't simply ignore it. Fear that's ignored, well, it tends to get worse. On the other hand, fear tends to dissipate while you're taking action. So begin to take action. Handling your fear might mean accepting it or coming up with a strategy. The fear that's your past, your future, and right now doesn't have to hold on to you. You can push it back. Choose to handle your fear. You can do it. One tiny action step at a time. Just keep repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. And fear will begin to slip away. You can do it. By the way, do you want to learn more? If so, then join the email list here at software-enterprise.com. You'll get an instant gift and email training over time. Thanks so much for being here. This is Cynthia Ann Layton, owner of Software Enterprise Limited.